Mom, just wait in the car while I go in for this modeling job. They are going to scream that I am the face they've been looking for. Okay, honey.
Okay, next. Come on in.
Hi. I think I'm the look that you're looking for.
Well, we have a lot of interviews, so let's get this started.
Okay, well, I'll be the youngest model on your books if you hire me.
I'm listening.
I'm very dedicated and extra professional. I'll make you a lot of money.
Well, I do like your hair.
I'll be always available anytime that you need.
I do like money. All right, we'll give you a shot. You got the job.
Yeah? You won't be sorry.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good news. Tell me. I'm gonna be a model.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds! And today we are discussing Unbearable Lightness by Portia de Rossi.
And this is a book that I just finished reading after doing a quick to judge book challenge where we read the first paragraph of every book. We're going to link that in the description below. This book gripped me immediately. It was an amazing memoir. Really, I'm really so glad that I read it. I was nervous about it because I don't like to be stressed when I read, but incredible story, really, truly.
Yeah, it really was something. I read this book for a course I was taking on eating disorders, and I wrote a paper on it. And since then, I just keep recommending it to people because it's one of those books that just stays with you for a very long time afterwards. It's about Portia's rise to fame and all of the trouble that she had along the way. You know, the entertainment industry, they're not nice to people.
You have to fit the mold too, so you have to be extremely perfect, what you think that perfect person is. And the story that she tells, she just has such an internal negativity that's just, it's painful to read it, and amazingly written. I loved that she was just so open about all the things that she thought of herself, and you would never think that when you look at her career and you look at her from the outside. You would never know what was going on inside with her all along.
Right. It's incredible. So this really opens up your eyes to the world of anorexia and bulimia. One thing that I just cannot get out of my mind from this book is, you know, she would have self-deprecating thoughts, right? And she would think those thoughts, like whatever they might be. I'm ugly, I'm fat. So I just remember her saying that in order to burn more calories, instead of just thinking those thoughts, that she was going to say them out loud because the muscles that she was using to speak the words in her mouth would burn more calories.
She was like completely obsessed with this image that she had to maintain, or actually not even maintain, she had to get to. She was never satisfied with the image that she had, and it was just, it would come out in the most extreme internal monologue and external actions. And like, she really lived a very private life so that she could do this ritual to get the desired results that she wanted. It was unbelievable.
The other scene that's always in my mind is I think she was in the parking lot of the mall, and didn't she like eat like one too many sticks of gum?
Yes.
And a yogurt possibly, and was just like running up and down the parking lot just because she was in a panic because she ate too many pieces of gum.
Yeah. So her calorie counting was so severe that if she deviated at all, it was like she had just, you know, eaten so many inexcusable things. There were times that she binged and she cleared out a whole section of the store of food and just, you know, ate all of that. But even just a binge where she had extra gum or like extra servings of yogurt were intolerable to her, and her reactions to that were really incredible. So this was kind of a lifelong struggle for her. When she was 15, she went to Jenny Craig, and she was likely a weight that was very reasonable, but she was unhappy with her weight because she wanted to be a model. And when they were asking questions around the room, what part of your body do you like? Everybody in the room had an answer, whether it was like their forearm or, you know, their eyes, because their eyes don't gain weight. She didn't have an answer. She didn't like any part of her body. And that broke my heart, because we all have to have some self-love. And sure, we judge ourselves all the time. I think everybody does. But she couldn't even find just one thing that had value about herself. It was really heartbreaking. And then in addition to all of the eating disorder issues, we also had the issue that she was gay, and she was hiding that. She felt that if Hollywood knew that she was gay, that it would ruin her career, that it would be in the tabloids, and she would be chased by paparazzi for that. And it would be something that would like ruin contracts. If she had a contract, you could have your contract ruined if you committed a crime, but she was more concerned, like, I'm gonna have my contract ruined because I'm gay. And to put those two things in the same category, I was heartbroken for her. So she just had so much that she was trying to conceal and contain, and that she hated about herself for such a very long time.
Right, and we can definitely say that because her wife, Ellen DeGeneres, when she came out on her show, I mean, she didn't work for a while. I mean, she was fired, and there was just a whole big scandal, and it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they found each other.
So for Portia to get to the point where she could write this book and just show all and explore it, she really got to a point where she had to heal and make tremendous gains through all of this. It was just an amazing recovery story. And I hope that if there's anybody out there that wants to know more about anorexia, bulimia, or just like hiding your true self and being gay, like, this is a great book to just open your eyes up to that. If you're going through something like that, or you just want to understand somebody else's experience who's going through that, I think this book was just really thought-provoking and emotional and beautiful.
I agree.
So this book was quite a learning experience. After Joe and I both read it, we decided that we have to stop expressing negative thoughts about ourselves.
We're going to shoot for the positive.
Absolutely.
So if you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
Thank you.
I read this book too. It was stupendous. Be sure to subscribe.
Reading it, we're really going to try not to have any self-hate towards ourselves. I always go the extra. I always fuck it up. Just give me a sentence.
Stop expressing negative thoughts about ourselves.
Okay. Mary and I are going to stop expressing negative thoughts about ourselves.
Yeah.
Mary and I are going to stop expressing negative
Thoughts about ourselves.
Expressing negative thoughts. Reading it, we're really going to try to stop expressing negative self-thoughts about ourselves. Negative self-thoughts. Stop expressing negative thoughts. We're really going to try to stop expressing self-thoughts.
You want me to say it? And
No, I can do it.
I can say it. And
No,
then...
I'm going to do it. Ready?
No, I'm not.
Get ready. Stop laughing. Get your face back to its normal color.
It's not going to happen.
Mary and I are going to stop expressing negative thoughts. Negative thoughts.
Negative thoughts.
Period.
That's it. Period.
So after Mary and I both reading it, we're really going to try to stop expressing negative thoughts.
Dude, you were fine, but you were desperate. Like, I gotta get this sentence out.
Right. I'm telling you, I don't know how actors do this shit.
There's probably lines that haunt them in their nightmares.
Yeah,
And tonight
right.
you're gonna be like, Mary and I are gonna stop.
We're going to stop it. Stop it, Mary. Stop expressing negative thoughts. It's the self thing that's getting to me.
Don't say so.
I know. I'm not supposed to. It's
You're
not
like,
in my
it's
line.
like self-talk. You're going to self-talk.
Mary and I both reading it, we're really going to try to stop it.
Please tell me you were laughing before I was.
I was. It was in there.
I'm like, did I mess it
You
up?
know my voice. You so know my voice. So this book was quite a learning experience. All right, I guess you could say it.